Hey guys, Scott with winnersandwhiners.com coming to you from the C-Dub studio on the expansive first floor of the Winners and Whiners Sports and Entertainment Complex to bring you today's Deep-3. As always, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. I know you guys are out there. Give us the thumb, give us the rectangle if you're digging what we're doing, and maybe even making a little money tailing us on our picks here lately. Who knows? And of course, let us know what you're playing. Let us know if you are tailing us today, or what you got cooked up on your own. Maybe you got a little soccer working there. Maybe you got a little baseball. Whatever it is, put your pick in the comments section. When you get it right, we'll give you the recognition that you deserve in the form of a shout out. And if you get it the most right, you will be the capper of the day, just like we are going to crown here in a very short period of time. And of course, you know the drill on all the plugs. Winners and Whiners, Stat Salt, cool sites. Check them out. New Jersey? Yeah, sure. You want to bet? Absolutely. Check out PointsBet. Very neat, including a lot of great sign-up bonuses, including your first two bets are free. Okay, good. So, quick recap of yesterday's action. You smell that? Something smelled funny in that Royals game, and absolutely. The Royals ended up taking care of business, winning 5-2 in a game they should have put up a lot more runs. They had did two of the most Royals things ever. First, in the middle innings, they had a runner on second and one out. Had Maldonado on second, who they just traded, by the way. Hit a ground ball to the shortstop, and of course Maldonado going to go from second to third on that little ground ball to the shortstop. Yeah, not so much. That's why catchers don't run. He was out. Next batter strikes out. There you go. Man on second, one out. All of a sudden, no runs. Even better, and even more Royals. Like in the eighth, they had the bases loaded, nobody out, and scored absolutely no runs. So yeah. They ended up hanging on. Ian Kennedy didn't do it without fun, though, as he put the tying runs. As he put the two runners on. Tying run came to the plate, but he was able to get a ground ball double play GDP. Put him in the lane, baby, to end the ball game. So Royals win that one. The Indians, in a kind of a rainy affair up there, were good. Then they were bad, and then they were good again. They took care of business, and we did not get the Braves and the Brewers to have that offensive duel that we anticipated. The Braves shackled the Brewers and put up just 4 runs on their own. So we go 2-1 on the day. We go 1-1 over on the premium side. We did have the Cubs and the Reds under 10. We sweated that one just a little bit there in the late innings, but they came in under the wire for us. No such luck, as we picked the wrong Giants-Rockies game to play the over. The first game was 19-2. We had no action on that one. We did, however, play over 14 on the second game when it ended up as a final of 2-1. And I'll tell you what, I saw Derek Rodriguez come out for the first inning for the Giants, and he looked sharp. Everything was working, and I went, uh-oh. And sure as shit, uh-oh was warranted. So 1-1 we got on the premium side, 2-1, Deep-3. And let's talk about today, shall we? First of all, we're going to start off with the game down there in Florida as the Padres travel to take on the Miami Marlins. Logan Allen goes for the Pods against Jordan Yamamoto for the Miami Marlins. Padres minus 125 in this one. All right, guys, this is a classic stats versus analytics right here. All right, the stats, they say Logan Allen with his 4.5 ERA, his 1.44 WHIP, versus Jordan Yamamoto with his 1.24 ERA and his microscopic .89 WHIP. It looks like the wrong team may be favored. But here's the deal. Jordan Yamamoto is way out over his skis. He doesn't have a high percentage of strikes. He has a below average whiff rate at about 10%. And here's the kicker, everybody. The opposition hits .243 against him. That's good enough on its own. However, they have a BABIP of just 169. Friends, that is not sustainable, all right? You know what? I'll bite. I say the scuffling Padres break through against the Miami Marlins and everything Jordan Yamamoto. Logan Allen, he is what he is, but he should give him a chance to win. I like the Padres right here, and you know how the Padres are. If they get a lead late in the game, you can pretty much lock that one down. I'll take the Pods minus the 125. And Hey, let's take a look. Let's stay in Kansas City, shall we? As the White Sox take on the Royals, Game 2 of their series. Dylan Cease goes for the White Sox, and Jimmy desists. It's cease and desist. No, I'm sorry. Glenn Sparkman goes for the Kansas City Royals. You know, sometimes I just do these to amuse myself. We're looking at the total here of 10.5. Guys, I have a prediction in this one. At least one of these two below average pitchers is going to have a very good start. I define a very good start, 6+ innings where they give up 2 runs or less. My guess, I think it's going to be Dylan Cease. You don't ask me why. I've watched the Royals a long time, though. This guy was very average in AAA. He made 1 major league start, gave up 3 runs, 4 hits, 4 walks in through 100 pitches in 5 innings. 100 pitches in 5 innings. So the question isn't how do the Royals beat him? The question is how is this guy not on the Royals staff? 4 walks in 5 innings and 100 pitches. He's a Royal, folks. I've seen this show before. I've seen these Royals be able to hold their own against high-quality pitchers and be absolutely flummoxed against guys that they have no book on whatsoever, just like Dylan Cease. I know the White Sox are high on this kid, and I think that like I said, at least one of these teams, Sparkman has it in him. He's struggled lately, but he's made some good starts. I think at least one of these teams is absolutely helpless against one of these pitchers. I think 10.5 is way too high. I've seen this show before. Give me the under, all right? I'm zigging because you know everybody else is going to be zagging. And we're going to finish it up. Grab him from behind, and we're going to do it doggy style. As the Atlanta Braves travel to Milwaukee to take on the Brewers. The Braves plus 151 in this one, guys, against the struggling Brewers. Bryce Wilson goes for Atlanta against Brandon Woodruff for the Milwaukee Brewers. You know, I don't love fading Woodruff, but I really I don't mind fading a cold Milwaukee team, however. They moved into first, and ever since they did that, they have lost 8 of 10. Milwaukee is just 10-10 as a home favorite between 125 and 150, where this game will probably ultimately end up lying. That's minus 4.3 units on the year. Woodruff, you know the drill. He's an all-star. He's got a 3.67 ERA, 2.94 WHIP. Been very good over his last 2, but he is human. In the 5 games before that, he had a 5.7 ERA and was beatable. The last 2 starts that I spoke of where he was very good, well, those came against Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. Not exactly the Gas House Gang or the 1927 Yankees right there. Now he gets Atlanta. And while they may not be the 27 Yankees either, they do have the second best offense in the National League. Wilson, he's young. He's just made a few starts, and he did have a nice outing in his last start, giving up just 2 earned runs over 6 innings. I'll take the better team that's leading their division, plus 151. You're gonna give me the Braves 3-2. I'm gonna lock that up every night, especially against a Brewers squad that's lost 8 of their last 10. Give me the Braves plus 151, doing it doggy style, and give me those Padres minus 125, and of course, give us those Chicago White Sox, Kansas City Royals under 10.5. At the end of those 3 games, we'll run. We will pick up our winning tickets, and we will head back to the window. All right, guys, let's be as quick as possible here for the shameless plug. We put up our new stats. We're still 2 under. We've gone 1-1 here the last couple of days, so we're getting our percentage up. But yeah, we're just one perfect day away from evening that out, and we are starting to get hot on the premium side. We started dreadfully 1-7-1 on the year, so we have been pretty good over the last week or so. So if you want to get the premium picks, we're heating up for the summer just like the weather, so get yourself down on those. All right, and let's take a look. We had you guys got to help me out. You're not giving me much work to do on the shoutouts. So we got just a few of them today. I will give props to our cappers. C-Dub. He played some soccer today, and he had a lot of fun games that I would have loved to pronounce. He did hit in the Norway Tippelgane. He had Stabæk versus Sharpsburg over 2.5. That one came in, and of course in the he did have a pick in the Iceland League, which is one of my personal favorites. And here's a new one for me. I don't know if he slipped one of these past me before, but I don't think so. He had a pick from the Romanian League, of course. It's the Dracula Cup. It is not. I don't know what it is. But I'll tell you who was playing. It was Viitorul Constanta versus Dynamo Bucuresti. So it was, of course, as you might gather from two hot teams like that, it did go over the 2.5, and that paid plus 122. Nice job, C-Dub. So I'm going to tell you, you're the only guy that I know today that had a pick from the Romanian Soccer League. So well done, my friend. Kent P. Kent P had the Reds, a little positive value, plus 130 against those Cubbies. Speaking of plus 130, you had the Pirates. They did not take care of business. But the Cleveland Indians, they certainly took care of business on the run line there. And Kent P ends up going 2-1 plus 260 on the day. He played all those picks were for 2 units, by the way. So he wins 460, loses 200. That's plus 260 all day long. The Ninja 13, he had the Indians. He had one of my favorite trends, dude. You got to tell me where you're getting these trends. If you got your own algo, if you're going through a third party site and building these, this is an in the weeds trend right here, guys. Ninja said take the Indians, play on all American League favorites with a money line between 175 and 250. That are scoring 4.4 to 4.9 runs per game against an average American League starter, average being defined as 4.70 ERA to 5.70, with the bullpen that converts on 75% of their save opportunities. What's the record on that little trend? Well, you don't see many of them, but since in the last 22 years, it's happened 85 times. It was 71 and 14. That's 83.5%, my friends. That ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. So yeah, and then we ended up it hit again. So make that 72 14. All right. So he hit that one. He got upset there in the Yanks game, but he did have the Braves money line. He went 2-1. Had to lay a little wood with the Yankees on the money line minus 151. So he goes 2-1 plus 49 on the day. Not bad at all, Ninja. And G&G, he got me lined out on the exchange rate. He said, yeah, it was 2010, 2011 exchange rate was reversed, and the Canadian money was plus 20%. So, of course, the whiners were up in arms again. He is going to throw Stroman under the bus to make his funny money. He makes $8.5 million US dollars, so he makes $11.5 million Canadian. That is as G&G said, that's a lot of maple syrup and beaver pelts. I love Canucks. I really do. He said he had a typo in the Angels-Mariners game yesterday. It was over 0.5 in the first inning, so that was a cash winner. He had the Blue Jays today. He had the Braves. You had Colorado, San Francisco over 5.5 in 4.5 innings. One of those cashed easily. The other game, it did not. So you got to tell me which one you had there, brother. He had the White Sox, like I said, the White Sox. He had the Cubs over. Faded our premium pick there and didn't quite get home. And then he's got a Korean baseball league for tonight. So you'll have to let us know how you do on that one, G&G. But we had a couple of profitable cappers. We had Ninja going 2-1 on the day, plus 49, almost a half a unit. And Kent P, he goes 2-1 as well, but he is plus 260 after hitting those underdog Reds and the Cleveland Indians on the run line. So Kent P plus 2-1 plus 260. Kent, you are our capper of the day. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations to everybody that hit some today. Let's go ahead and bang them out tomorrow, guys. Let's make some money, and we'll meet back here, and we will talk all about it. All right? Everybody have a great day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care.